Accra are sporting the red outfit. Quickly, as we usually do, let's run you by what happened yesterday. And on the first, the man SHS, a Form 2 student who was 15 years old, and Silla SHS is represented by Dauchibile Nazifa, all the way from the Upper West region. She's 15 years old. And then Mankasim MA is represented by Richard Ofosu Jan, an 18-year-old. Yesterday was a very special occasion by virtue of the fact that two matches we had on the day were all officiated by an all-girls affair. And then the other special reason that made yesterday quite special was the fact that we welcomed the Ghana Football Association President Kurt E.S. Okreku to the grounds, and he stayed with us, watched two games, gave his impressions about what he's seen so far, and also touched base about the Catch Them Young policy that is being driven by the Ghana Football Association with a lot of support from CAF and FIFA. And then also spared a thought to touch base on other issues concerning how we can develop the game, plus of course the upcoming Congress which will be held before the main season starts. And so yesterday was a very good day. And for those of you who stayed glued to Max TV, we shared all the information with you as well. But now we need to see what Team Greater Accra and Team Western are made of. Greater Accra, in their first match, they lost to the Upper East region by 1-0. They managed to bounce back to beat Eastern region by the same margin of 1-0, and they are looking at their third game this morning. Western region have only played 2 games. They also lost their first match against Eastern region by 1-0, but managed a 2-0 advantage over Upper East region. And here they are in their third game for the group, that is Group B. Emmanuel Amarada is one of the few players with a forceful effort when he goes forward in the number 5 jersey for Greater Accra. And those are our officials. They will confer with the match commissioner for today. By the way, it's John Obobisa. And then as usual, it will be the time to say final prayers. Goalkeeper Clement Osroade Deborah has kept goal in all matches for Greater Accra and seems to be building in confidence, gradually growing into the game, massing up a lot of courage. His opposite number, by the way, is Albert Corsa for Team Western. So all is just about set. The officials will do 1 or 2 checks on the goal post, ensure that all is ready before the blast of the whistle for the official commencement of the game. Fortunately today the weather is looking good. Bright sunshine we have here in the city of Pram Pram, and we're hoping that it stays quite a bit with us before it hides behind the clouds. We've had cloudy weather here throughout the tournament. It's worked well for the teams, as these young ones, obviously playing under the hot sun, will take a lot away from them. We have also stayed close to the technical referee instructors who have been taking these young ones through their paces. And stay glued to Max TV. We'll be telling you a lot more about what they go through and how they have accepted to be part of the Catch Them Young framework. This is day 6 of the tournament, and boy, what a long way we have come. Group matches have been exciting. Tables have turned here and there. A win, a loss, a win sort of strategy. There's only one team so far that stands out supreme, Team Volta. Volta won their first match by 3-0 against Central Region and also beat the defending champions by 1-0. So Volta are looking good. And so far they are keen on cementing their authority on the grip of Group A. A few thoughts will be shared among these players. Naziru Al-Hassan is one of them. He is the holding midfielder for Team Greater Accra. And again, the assistant coach of Greater Accra, Aja Tete, had a pleasant surprise just before the game when they were just about getting ready to get themselves into action in this game. His captain during the days of Accra Hearts of Oak, when Accra Hearts of Oak won the 2000 CAF Champions League, came in with support. And so we have Jacob Nete here with us and also supporting his colleague, his playmate. There's the captain for Western Region, Benedict Affle. Tall, strong, robust player. I'm sure he's ready to give off his best when the whistle goes for the commencement of the game. Of course, Team Western has also showed some capability in some very strong players as well. Bernard Yankee is one of them. He wears the number 8 jersey. And then we'll also look out for Isaac Yossen in the number 13 jersey. Ahoy Ebenezer also comes in with a lot of support, and there you see him giving instructions as to what to do. As if to say, when you see me coming, cut in. And then when you hear my voice, just give way. I'm trying to interpret what these young boys are saying. Theophilus Boateng has the privilege of starting the game today for for Western Region. But again, it will be the safe pair of hands of Clement Deborah to ensure that nothing goes beyond him into the net, that is. And then we have the top marksman, Stephen Kobner. He's got strength, he's got pace, and he's very fast. So from the look of things, Isaac Ishan has okayed the commencement of the game, comes to take his position in the middle, and any moment from now, the game will begin. Early stages of the game, and obviously these two teams will have a go at each other just to size each other up. First free kick going to Greater Accra into the 18-yard box, but out comes Albert Corsa to make a save. Western comes forward slowly but surely. Ahoy. Greater will say thank you very much. They have an opportunity, but then they give the ball away. There's a long pass by Team Western into the 18-yard box. Goalkeeper will come out and make a firm save. Through the middle, Greater Accra yet to settle both sides actually, but we'll see a lot of fluidity. Prince Amwako, the gentleman who's in charge of dashing down that left flank. Opportunity for Greater. Goalkeeper is committed, but the defense will stand tall. Easy clearance from Rafiu Al-Hassan. So through Greater, nicely connected by this time. Kosa in the right place at the right time. When the going gets tough, safety first is the option. Player is up on his feet. That's Al-Hassan. Game will continue. It's just about 2 minutes gone in Greater Accra. Clearly showing their intentions of how they want the game to go. Yesterday, the occasion was also graced by former Ghanaian international and Black Stars captain Tony Bafo, together with some visiting officials from FIFA. Weston on the offensive, trying to put passes together, but they take their eye off the ball and give the advantage to Team Greater Accra. Naziru Al Hassan's effort. Naziru once again, by this time. Well read. Greater coming strong with that effort. Naziru came in strong, went down in the process. For Team Greater Accra, one name that stands out is Yusuf Adeoye in the number 7 jersey, and together with his colleague Prince Samwako, they do a lot of running in the game now. It's the opportunity for Team Western. Good tackle. Captain comes forward. Afo. Can Afo drilling across? Afo goes round his marker. Just can't get the cross on intended target. Greater come forward. Jonathan Mensah, his pass finds Prince Amwako. Prince Amwako cuts through, and then Greater come forward through Naziru Al Hassan, but again, not the best of build-ups. Bernard Yankee will say thank you very much. Weston will come forward. The young boys are still coming forward. They look very exciting when they do. Eventually cleared away by Greater Accra. Field attempt at the clearance. Western still have the opportunity, trying to shape themselves as they come through. Clement Chapon brings it through the middle, and thank you very much, says Adeoye. Sets up the pass, and it's a strong run for it. Greater Accra looking good. Uswans, unfortunately, just could not take advantage. Let's give a pat on the back to all the RFA chairmen who worked very hard to ensure that they put a team together for this tournament. Greater Accra coming up with an opportunity. Delays on the ball a bit too much, and it takes the heat out of it. Amarada just could not get the space, and so it will be tidied up and cleared away by Team Western. And as I was saying, the RFA chairman have done a yeoman's job to ensure that all is well. We've had visitations from some of them as well. Western region were here, Eastern region were also here. Greater Accra as hosts have been here throughout, and we can only get encouraged by the hard work they do to ensure that there is still that flowing production of young talent at the under 17 level. Weston looking good. Affle with the ball. He can drill from a distance, but this time he goes for a pass. The idea was good as they came through, but Isaac Yorson's eventual delivery is what he didn't get right. A little bit of a worry for Team Western as Kosa is down. He's complaining of pain in the ankle. medics will work on it as quickly as possible, and I'm sure he'll be back on track. Again, these youngsters living up to the billing, producing some very good football at times, and we can also pardon them for some of the little mistakes they make. Head coach of Team Greater Accra, Evans Ajiago, will take the opportunity to issue out instructions. And then again, these are young ones who are looking forward to bright future and bright participation, either at the lower divisions level of football, Division 3, Division 2, Division 1, national team as well. Not forgetting a shot at the Premiership. Centre referee Isaac Ishan will confer with our fourth for today, Richard Ofosujan, head coach of Team Western. A calm figure he is. So game continues, and Greater Accra will come forward. Jonathan's long pass, using the width of the field to advantage, but a bit too strong on that occasion, and his colleague could not keep it in play. Greater Accra showing some amount of flexibility as they come forward. Kelvin tried to put a bend on it, but was just unlucky. Afo, he's got two players in front of him. Amako gets to the ball, but it will be defended nicely, and then they get themselves out of trouble. Joseph Ablakwa does well. Free kick to Greater Accra, and that was the pass. Western takeover proceedings now. That was a good pass, but a foot got in the way. Yes, Prince. Throw in Greater Accra. Western fighting from the rear. Yes, he says played hard, but played safe. Tried to go through two players. Bernard Yankee. Controlled nicely, but of course the 10 did not follow the control from Ahoy. Afol. Ahoy comes to the near side now. A bit too strong. The flag is up. Good effort from Isaac Olsen. Clearly in the offside trap. So Greater Accra again trying to put the pieces together. Yes, Yusuf on the left. Goes past one into the 18-yard box, but it's too close to goalkeeper. Injury worries for Isaac Eosin. Let's hope that he'll be up on his feet in no time. The cotton wool is out. I think there's either a cut somewhere. Looks like he's okay. It doesn't look too good though. And maybe there's a bleed from the nose. But he should be okay. The medics will work on that, and then the game will continue. And so momentarily, Western are one man short. It's a long ball in. Greater have an opportunity to come forward again, but no this time, says Team Western. Good turn by Yankee. Kept in play, nicely done, lovely flip. Greater will read that very well, and then they would come forward through Michael Tete's effort. Western trying to cut through the middle. Ahoy has the advantage. Afo back to Ahoy. Would love to come forward, receive the pass, but can he get to it? Careful defending by Team Greater Accra, and Greater have the advantage. Right approach, right technique, and Alexander O'Day gets them out of danger zone. Two players clashing. Injury worries. One of them is Emmanuel Amarada in the red, clashing with Captain Benedict Afo. Afo seems to be okay. He sits up and then goes down again. Amarada says he's okay. And so is the captain. Free kick to Team Western. Anticipating a shot on target. Ebenezer Ahoy got it all wrong. Deborah sends a long one in. Trapped nicely by Yusuf and defended. Afo. They would love to come forward, Team Western. Here's Yankee. Blackwood does very well. Pass did not go through, but they still have the advantage. Western is a throw-in. Oh, he does very well, maintaining his calmness, Prince Fosu. Good work. Greater win the advantage. Tried to turn him inside out, Prince Amwako, but did what he had to do masterfully and gets the advantage of the throw-in.
Hey, come back, come back. Listen, who is your player?
That was a late challenge. That's the reason why he was not too happy. He was clipped in the process. But Rafiu Al Hassan is up, and he will take the free kick. Strong header out. And then they move forward. That's a lovely pass. Finds intended target all right into the 18-yard box, but a not too strong header goes straight to goalkeeper. And Greater fighting for everything. This time around, referee notices the infringement and will give them the advantage. Benedict Affle, the captain, went in strong with that second tackle. Aja Tete believes that after losing their first match, Team Greater bounced back because they had found their rhythm. And so moving forward, it should be a very good performance from his team. 19 minutes now, 20 minutes gone. No goal to either side. They come forward again, but this time that eventual lob of a pass was a bit too strong from Emmanuel Amarada. Greater will still push forward, loving to go down that left hand side of the attack. Ball brought down nicely by Abalo. Abalo sent it back, but there was nobody there. Good recovery from Team Greater. Strong tackle, but referee allows it to play on. Player is still down. Greater have possession. So the medics are on the field. Henry and his team will ensure that they put him back to his strength, and he should be ready to go. But Yusuf did very well to come back there. And then that was a challenge. Should be okay. There you go. A strong man who would want to finish the job on the field of play, Jeremiah Abalo. Referee insistent the advantage will be with Team Greater Accra since they had the ball before the whistle went, and so game will continue. A lob into the 18-yard box. Header on and goalkeeper grabs. Ball back to Kosa. And then eventually they get it on its way. Greater doing very well to intercept the balls before it gets to the mid part of the field. Now it's a forward march by Western. Again, very intelligent pass. Trapping the ball nicely is Prince Fosu. But he's in a battle. Godfred Edinkra won the battle. And then ball is booted out. Still no goal to either side. We've done 24 minutes in the first half. Quite a tough game so far. Both teams saturating the game with a lot of midfield control. It's a long ball and it's headed away. Good defending from Team Greater. Goes past one. He's got an opportunity for a cross. Blocked nicely and effectively from Naziru Al Hassan. And Yorson gets a corner. Ball is headed away. And then Greater now on the counter. Can they make it count? The long strides and the long legs of these young ones take them forward. Kelvin Owusu. Oh, poor finish. Favor is returned and Greater Accra will defend. Weston will not give up, not just yet. They will still love to come forward. Quick turn, Clement. Clement's pass goes back, and then they try and move forward. And it's interesting, the long passes. Virtually adapted by all the teams, but doesn't work all the time. Good play by Amada as he comes forward. Oops. Goes down in the process. Referee waves play on. Amada seems to be okay. Prince with the throw. Ball ballooned away. It's going to be a run for it. A little bit of a shove in the back. Kelvin Owusu and the culprit. But Greater Accra will still come forward. Another of those long passes. Can he get to it? He does. The cross is on, but it looked like it may have crossed the line. Well, our second assistant, Dauchibile Nazifa, saw exactly what happened. Flag was already up, by the way. She noticed the offside quickly, and Western have the advantage of coming forward. Into the 18-yard box, across the face of goal. Nobody there to connect. Strong build-up coming through. Team Western trying to rely on the pace and power of Stephen Cogner. Witnessing the training that these Catch Them Young ones go through this morning, and they are up very early as 4:30 a.m. and then get ready to hit the field, and they are taking through many drills, instructions. Concerns are raised, concerns are addressed. It's all part of getting them ready for the day's arrangement. Clement, Japan with the ball. Good turn. Oh, good footwork. He's going through solo. Missed the target completely. But again, Jeremiah Balo did very well. Look at the ease with which he went around his marker. And he's being told by the bench that you need to raise your head. A few of them have been guilty of that. There's always the head down, concentration on where the ball is rather than where the ball should go. Injury worries. The magic spray will come out and they should be good to go. Jeremiah says he's okay. Well, and so is Kelvin Owusu. And so Greater will continue the game. both sides creating a lot of interesting opportunities, but just waiting for the perfect finish. Rafiu sends in a long one. There's a run for it. Goalkeeper Clement comes out. No problems at all for Team Greater. Over the line it goes. We have done 30 minutes in the first half. A quarter of an hour to go. And Greater will allow the ball to roll over the line. Careful defending there from Godfred Edinkra. Goalless is the scoreline if you've just joined us, and many thanks if you have, because we are coming to you live from the Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence right here on Max TV. The 2024 KGL Foundation Inter-Regional Under 17 Colts Championship is on. Ball ballooned away. Jeremiah Abalo took off early, but clashed with the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper seems to be in some amount of serious pain. Let's take a look at it again. It was the back pass of a header, and Abalo went screaming and clashed into the midsection of goalkeeper Kosa. Look at the way he rolls over. Yes, we know players are almost always up to some theatrics, but there, the clash. Could it mean that goalkeeper is over-dramatizing what he went through? But definitely the two are in pain. Abalo went down a few minutes ago and was treated, and then he goes down again. But for goalkeeper Albert Kosa, he is in pain. The other members of the other teams take the opportunity when one match is going on to observe what happens, and they use it to get themselves in readiness for their own game. 32 minutes gone. Ajatete on his feet. Jersey number 24, assistant coach for Team Greater Accra. He's not too happy about something, and will use the opportunity to correct the errors. Jeremiah is still down. Akosa is also still down. Akosa has been the #1 goalkeeper for Team Western since the championship began, and looks like they've called upon the reserve goalkeeper Titus Fred Grant to warm up.
Hey, he's taking a ball, he can play. Stand there. He's taking a ball, he can play, so play. Stay there.
Coach issuing instructions, telling them what to do, and I want to believe that Kosa seems to be getting better. The pain has gone down a bit, and so he's able to at least sit. A little bit of the pain will still be there. An opportunity for the technical handlers to bring out the tactical board. Need to tell them exactly what to do when in doubt. Technical director of Team Greater Accra, Coach Dawood Lutrot, looks a bit worried. Goalkeeper Kosa is up on his feet. He gets an embrace from his captain. Can he? Yes, he's complaining. The pain is still there. It's the midsection.
Hey.
35 minutes gone in the game. Well, that's the man we're talking about earlier on, the reserve goalkeeper Titus Fred Grant. Will his services be needed? He will go through the stretching process just in case he's called upon. And Najatete technical director, head coach Ago, they will all put their heads together. Looks like goalkeeper is up on his feet, thankfully, and we'll get the encouragement from his captain, but it looks like he will have to face the fire quite immediately, as referee indicates a penalty kick for Greater Accra. It is Emmanuel Amarada. Emmanuel Amarada comes up against Albert Kosa. 37 minutes gone. Yeah. Another injury worry to Team Greater. Oops. A little bit of a cut somewhere along the line. 38 minutes gone in the game. Greater lead by 1 goal. Shot from a distance. And Abalo clears it. Nobody chasing after that. Yusuf comes in strongly. But Team Western would want to go forward. A bit of a hit on that occasion. Kept in play though. That was sneaky on the part of the Team Western player. Greater get the ball out of danger zone. This time it's a good stop. They will stand tall in defense despite the fact that they are down by a goal. And Jeremiah Abalo will still keep coming forward. But the penalty kick, superbly taken. Western come forward. They're getting close. It's an opportunity. Captain turns, looks for options on the far side. Afol is waiting in the middle. Complete miss by Team Greater. The connection is on, is blocked. And then Abalo does the needful. Western region trying to get themselves back into the game early enough, laying siege in the defense area of Team Greater Accra. Greater 1, Western 0. 5 minutes to half time, and we definitely will have a couple of minutes of add-on time due to the clash between Abalo and Korsat.
Wake up! Wake up!
Good turn. A bit of a hit on that occasion, but Western would come forth with another build-up. Overcrowded this time by red shirts. Headed back in through the middle. Well, he turns a little bit of a delay there from Clement Japon. Western on the offensive is a bit too strong, that pass. Throwing advantage to Team Greater Accra. And Yusuf Adeoye, he's been shifted from the left side of attack to the right. He swapped places with Prince, who normally comes in from the opposite angle. Nicely defended by Jonathan Okain. Western on the offensive. Kobina. Good turn from Japan. They're coming forward slowly. Pass too strong. So far so good. Team Greater Accra have their noses in front, but I can tell you for a fact that it may not be long. The way Team Western are putting pressure on them, they would love to come back into the game probably before the halftime whistle. Every pressure is going the way of Team Green, and it's Team Red at the receiving end. They clear out 1 against 2, and the Greens will have it. Good footing, and then they give the ball away. Referee blows the whistle. Yeah. Trailing leg was hit. Greater Accra 1, Western Region 0. Clement Inkwa with the goal. But Western won't give up, not just yet. Failed attempt at the clearance first time, but they succeed the second time. And they turn defense into attack and switch play to the near side. Oh, down goes Abalo Jeremiah. And Western will say thank you very much with the clearance. Nicely done out of danger zone by Yankee, and then is booted away. Pressure being put on the defense of Greater. Stephen Kobina. Good turn. We have done 45 minutes in the first half. Strong challenge for the ball. This is a very uncompromising match, and of course those gathered here are loving every bit of it. 3 minutes of add-on time, and look at the battle. Supremacy. Theophilus Boateng for Western and Godfred Adinkra from Greater. Nobody wants to leave a stone unturned. Greater would want to hold on till the end of the first half. Western region have other ideas. They keep coming and coming. Game continues. It's a throw-in. Western have got space. They can defend this and get themselves moving forward. Yankee gets a pass back through the middle. Good thinking by these young lads. They get the pressure away from that side of the field, open up the game, and Western are in the half of their opponent. And he gets a cross. He brings the ball down, and that will give advantage to Team Greater Accra to clear out. Long ball in. There's a run for it. You see, get there first. Connects it through the middle, but then nicely cleared out by Yankee. Bernard Yankee in the right place at the right time. We have done 3 minutes of the add-on time. Referee believes we've had enough, and so signals for the end of the first 45 minutes. It's been a strong game so far. It's been a very tough, uncompromising first half between Team Greater and Team Western. End of the first 45 minutes, and at halftime is Greater Accra 1, Western Region 0. Do stay with us. Second half beckons. And so these young men get onto the field to make their region proud as they have an opportunity to face each other in the ongoing KGL Inter-Regional Under-17 Colts Championship. And it's Team Greater Accra in red taking on their opponents. Western region showed a lot of supremacy with the midfield tussles, while Greater Accra also showed that they can be very adaptive, using the wings to their advantage. But anytime Western came forward, it looked threatening. Yusuf missing the upright. Prince tried to meander his way through. Final delivery from Abalo could not get them any result. And that's how intense the game has been, with some strong tackles. It's also been characterized by shots off target. But nevertheless, these young boys kept coming at each other. Yusuf gathering well, trying to look for opportunity down the left. Jeremiah went down heavily, and then he went forward again. Jeremiah managed to get the cross, but the ball had already crossed the line and was already in the offside trap. But there again, Jeremiah showing dexterity with both feet as he came forward. And at this stage, Jeremiah got his foot to the ball, and the penalty was. Probably that was the break that Team Greater Accra were looking for. And sensing danger, Team Western raised up their game. They came forward with every move that they could. But again, it was Team Greater. Abalo went down, just could not get to the ball. And the wizardry this time did not work. Strong play by Team Western. They've showed that they're very resilient in the back. And the game, like we said, strong tackles here and there. Players have gone down many a time. But it's been a very tough, uncompromising first 45 minutes. Which means that both coaches would have to do a lot of the talking before they get onto the field for the second half. Do stay with us. We have the second half coming up shortly. And so these young men get onto the field to make their region proud as they have an opportunity to face each other in the ongoing KGL Inter-Regional Under-17 Colts Championship. And it's Team Greater Accra in red taking on their opponents from the Western region. Western region showed a lot of supremacy with the midfield tussles, while Greater Accra also showed that they can be very adaptive, using the wings to their advantage. But anytime Western came forward, it looked threatening. Yusuf missing the upright. Prince tried to meander his way through. Final delivery from Abalo could not get them any result. And that's how intense the game has been, with some strong tackles. It's also been characterized by shots off target. But nevertheless, these young boys kept coming at each other. Yusuf gathering well, trying to look for opportunity down the left. Jeremiah went down heavily. And then he went forward again. Jeremiah managed to get the cross, but the ball had already crossed the line and was already in the offside trap. But there again, Jeremiah showing dexterity with both feet as he came forward. And at this stage, Jeremiah got his foot to the ball, and the penalty was scored by jersey number 5, Emmanuel Amarada. Probably that was the break that Team Greater Accra were looking for. And sensing danger, Team Western raised up their game. They came forward with every move that they could. But again, it was Team Greater. Abalo went down, just could not get to the ball. And the wizardry this time did not work. Strong play by Team Western. They've showed that they're very resilient in the back. And the game, like we said, strong tackles here and there. Players have gone down many a time. But it's been a very tough, uncompromising first 45 minutes. Which means that both coaches would have to do a lot of the talking before they get onto the field for the second half. Do stay with us. We have the second half coming up shortly. And so these young men get onto the field to make their region proud as they have an opportunity to face each other in the ongoing KGL Inter-Regional Under-17 Colts Championship. And it's Team Greater Accra in red taking on their opponent. In region showed a lot of supremacy with the midfield tussles, while Greater Accra also showed that they can be very adaptive, using the wings to their advantage. But anytime Western came forward, it looked threatening. Yusuf missing the upright. Prince tried to meander his way through. Final delivery from Abalo could not get them any result. And that's how intense the game has been, with some strong tackles. It's also been characterized by shots off target. But nevertheless, these young boys kept coming at each other. Yusuf gathering well, trying to look for opportunity down the left. Jeremiah went down heavily, and then he went forward again. Jeremiah managed to get the cross, but the ball had already crossed the line and was already in the offside trap. But there again, Jeremiah showing dexterity with both feet as he came forward. And at this stage, Jeremiah got his foot by jersey number 5, Emmanuel Amarada. Probably that was the break that Team Greater Accra were looking for. And sensing danger, Team Western raised up their game. They came forward with every move that they could. But again, it was Team Greater. Abalo went down, just could not get to the ball. And the wizardry this time did not work. Strong play by Team Western. They've showed that they're very resilient in the back. And the game, like we said, strong tackles here and there. Players have gone down many a time. But it's been a very tough, uncompromising first 45 minutes. Which means that both coaches would have to do a lot of the talking before they get onto the field for the second half. Do stay with us. We have the second half coming up shortly. And so these young men get onto the field to make their region proud, as they have an opportunity to face each other in the ongoing KGL Inter-Regional Under-17 Colts Championship. And his Team Greater Accra in red, taking on their opponents. Region showed a lot of supremacy with the midfield tussles, while Greater Accra also showed that they can be very adaptive, using the wings to their advantage. But anytime Western came forward, it looked threatening. Yusuf missing the upright. Prince tried to meander his way through. Final delivery from Abalo could not get them any result. And that's how intense the game has been, with some strong tackles. It's also been characterized by shots off target. But nevertheless, these young boys kept coming at each other. Yusuf gathering well, trying to look for opportunity down the left. Jeremiah went down heavily, and then he went forward again. Jeremiah managed to get the cross, but the ball had already crossed the line and was already in the offside trap. But there again, Jeremiah showing dexterity with both feet as he came forward. And at this stage, Jeremiah got his foot. Probably that was the break that Team Greater Accra, Team Western raised up their game. They came forward with every move that they could. But again, it was Team Greater. Abalo went down, just could not get to the ball. And the wizardry this time did not work. Strong play by Team Western. They've showed that they're very resilient in the back. And the game, like we said, strong tackles here and there. Players have gone down many a time. But it's been a very tough, uncompromising first 45 minutes. Which means that both coaches would have to do a lot of the talking before they get onto the field for the second half. Do stay with us. We have the second half coming up shortly. And so these young men get onto the field to make their region proud, as they have an opportunity to face each other in the ongoing KGL Inter-Regional Under-17 Colts Championship. And his Team Greater Accra in red, taking on their opponents from the Western region. Welcome back. This is the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence. This is just about the second half, the commencement. Very interesting game we're seeing here. Morning match involving two teams who are willing to go at each other. So here's the kickoff, and Greater Accra are now playing from left to right. Just the way they ended the first half, Western will start with a lot of heat. Greater Accra 1, Western Region 0. Scoreline so far. Okay, so Greater Accra will come forward slowly but surely. Prince Amwako managed to maintain his stride. Yes, Yusuf now. Yusuf gets in the cross to keep it in play, but there's no red shirts following, and I guess it's been ruled as going out of play. That was the foot up there. Well, it was in play. It didn't go out, but referee noticed the infringement, and he will give the advantage to Team Western. Isaac Yosen impeded in the process. Ball cleared out of defense, and this time it's a positive move by Western, managing to get to the ball all right and sending the ball across the face of goal. Stephen Kobna again showing that the upper strength he has is a weapon. Their passes together, good work by Youngson. It is brought back now, and to the near side they will seek an opportunity to go through. All the way through the middle. Careful build up. It's a long ball in by Ablakwa. Captain does well. Leaves it behind. Good enough thinking, but Prince Amwako seems to have picked up an injury in the process. Build up for Team Western, good enough with that backflip, and then that was when the young Prince Amwako went in for that tackle. Seemed to have picked up a little bit of a knock. But he will be okay, and he will continue with the game. Good turn, and then the long pass. Two players collide. Referee says the game should go on. Here's Emmanuel Amarada, the goal scorer. He's been dispossessed. And then the ball goes all the way to the goalkeeper, who blasts one in. Now they come forward with a false pass. It's a strong run there, kept in contention by Prince Fosu. And Greater score full marks. Captain play nicely done, and then the quick turn. Western look good. Again, it's not for want of trying. They're coming up with a few ideas. Stephen Kobna did well to muscle his way through, but when Jonathan Okain came in front of him, he had to blast it away. Long ball in by Clement once again. Throw into Greater Accra. The idea was good, but the pass was a bit too strong, and it was well read by goalkeeper Albert Kosa. It's good enough to see Albert Kosa has recovered fully from that clash earlier on in the first half. The clash that led to the penalty. Good footwork. Goes past one, sends in the cross. Lands on top of the crossbar. Well, the effort was good. He drilled it in long and far, and goalkeeper had to commit himself into tipping it. And quickly we'll have to reorganize the men in front of him. It's looking cagier by the minutes. Greater Accra 1, Western Region 0. Substitution for Team Western. Paul Eduku Aqua is on for Isaac Eorson. And there goes Isaac Eorson. So, options for Western Region. Greater Accra, the corner kick was effected by Yusuf. And the options, one of them is for goalkeeper to make sure that no problem befalls them as Eorson goes to take a seat. Alo at his dribbling best, but on top of the goalpost. Got enough space at the back. They organize themselves and then they come forward. Booted away, nicely done by Prince Samwako. Corner kick. Here comes the corner kick for Western. Climbing high to get his head to it. Connection on. Blocked the first time of asking. Stephen Kobina not too successful. But that was a very strong header from Ablakwa. Kobina could not get the connection. Goalkeeper had to come out and block. Second time of asking. Complete miss. Ablakwa trying to go through the middle. It's a surge and a strong run for the ball. Oh, Abalo has done so very well to run all the way into the 18-yard box, but to be dispossessed at the very last instance. Obviously, that's a shove. Foul committed by Kelvin Owusu. And let's shove the player off the ball. Signs of desperation, perhaps. 54 minutes gone in the second half. Surging forward strongly and then laying the wrong pass. He fights and gets it again, and that's very good thinking from the youngster Al Hassan. Western lacking the ideas. The conversion rate is absolutely abysmal for them, but they're playing some very good football. Goalkeeper will grab that. Meanwhile, Amarada is still down. Gingerly, he gets up on his feet. And the goalkeeper Clement tells them exactly how to do the clearance. So a lot of opportunities being wasted by both sides. Good block. Amarada now. He goes forward, he beats one, he's still on the run. He's still with Amarada, lays a pass through. Trying to attract the sympathy of the referee. Referee will not have that. Uswansan couldn't get to the ball, and so he had to go down in the process. A little shove in the back. Greater Accra have the advantage, and there they tear away. Pass hits his own player. But it's refreshing to also hear from the Ghana Football Association. The president made a comment about it yesterday, about the fact that very soon they will be unveiling the new set of professional match officials. So we're going to have professional referees, professional assistant referees, and this is going to be their professional job. And guess what? The first set of professional referees to be presented or outdoored are part of the Catch Them Young policy. And so some wonderful things happening when it comes to the Ghana Football Association. Here's a Balo blasting it wide. Free kick advantage, says the referee. Amwaku tried so very hard to go past him. Manages to get on his feet. And he's helped off the field by Captain Benedict Affo, clearly indicating that go off the field so we can get the game going, so we can redeem our goal. Free kick is deep. Difficulty to clear first time, but eventually Clement Japon gets his pass on, and then there's a run for it. They're coming forward. Affo in contention. Drive not as powerful as he would have wished. Once again, Team Westing surge forward. Cool, calm and collected. Greater Accra get themselves out of trouble. Pass is laid on. There's going to be a run for it. Westing will defend and defend gallantly. Weston come through the middle now. Here's Youngson. What? They're still holding on. They're still hanging in there. And they're still coming forward. This time it's drilled into the 18-yard box. Ballooned anywhere. Not the best of clearances. It's still dangling in the area, and eventually is headed out for a throw-in. Assistant coach Ajatete with Hans Akimbo wondering what is happening. Long ball. Booted away. Weston will do well to get their head to it, but then the pressure will still be on them. Blackwood goes back to take his position. We saw a lot of the constructive football these two sides can play in the first half. Haven't seen much of it in the second. Jeremiah, what a player this young man is. On that occasion, he had left the dribbling skills to Prince Samwako. Prince with the ball. Abalo behind him. Prince will not be allowed to go. Greater have been presented with yet another opportunity to go forward into the 18-yard box. Good turn, good drive. The idea was good. Kelvin Owusu-Ansah could not find the target. Captain, a clash there wins the advantage.
1-1.
Western, and the pace for them is quite admirable. They will bring on some more fresh limbs. It's an opportunity now to see what Francis Osei-Wusu can do in place of Ebenezer Ahoy. So Ahoy is off, Owusu is on.
No foul.
Ball buried into the area by Cockney. The return shot goes off target. One thing all the teams have in common is the fact that they are here to win the coveted trophy, the coveted title, which means that they are here to take it away from Team Ashanti. Team Ashanti had a very bad day yesterday. Ashanti started brilliantly by winning their first match but lost their next two matches. Headed on nicely. We've seen Team Eastern Region, they also showed their potential, won their first match, lost their second match. That's a strong run on the far side. Two players go down. One of them is Jeremiah. Jeremiah is still down. It's been a strong game, that's for sure. Tried his best to go past Paul Aka. Paul Aka asking him to stand up. Tough encounter so far. But still to come later this afternoon, it's the battle of the uppers. Upper West region will take on Upper East region. Let's take a look at how they have performed so far in the game. Upper East region won against Greater Accra in their first game and lost 0-2 against the Western region.
No foul.
Upper West also lost against the Eastern region by 0-1 margin. And they are looking forward to play their second encounter. Greater Accra bringing on some more fresh limbs. They're taking off the goal scorer Emmanuel Amarada, and Clement Inkwa is coming on. Amarada has played his part. He put his team in the lead. Hussein Mohamed Enim is also getting ready to come on. And Hussein is replacing Yusuf Adeoye, who has had a very, very quiet game by his standards.
mark.
65 minutes gone. Greater Accra 1, Western Region 0. And the player goes down. Little bit of a problem with Eduku Aka. Oh, that's a costly mistake, and Greater Accra are tearing away. It's a one-on-one situation against the keeper. What did he just do? Wow. Kelvin Owusu-Ansah latched onto it very, very fast as he came through. Goalkeeper came out to narrow the angle, and his shot was not even close to goal. Ball grabbed nicely by Western Region. I'm sure they are not too happy with the way the Greater Accra players are down and wasting time according to their standards. They are in a haste to get themselves back in the game. So Alexander Ode is down. He is in pain. He went up for that, as well as goalkeeper. A little bit of miscommunication there, and defender and his goalkeeper all go down. Temporary hold up. So a win in this game gives Greater Accra 6 points. A win for Western will also give them 6 points. They tear up once again. Osei Owusu in action. He's got the better of his marker, sets up the pass, but can't go through. It's a throw in. Ball goes out. Goalkeeper Clement seems to have recovered from that fall earlier. Continues with the game. Throwing quickly effected. Can he go round? Referee penalizes Team Greater Accra. The first KGL competition was an inter-club one, which was won by Mal FC. The second event, also an inter-club competition, was won by Great Corinthians. And then from thence it turned into the under-17 championship. That's a clash. And after turning into the inter-regional competition, Ashanti region won last year's edition, beating Brong Ahafo in the finals. Third position. was picked up by Greater Accra. Greater Accra beat Eastern to take the 3rd position. Good turn by Owusu. He seems to have brought on some magic since he came on. Owusu still with the ball. Can't beat the whole defense, can you? And it's a throw-in advantage to Greater Accra. Meanwhile, they have a player down. Kelvin Owusu and Zawo. That was a foot up, right on the knee. And so Kelvin will stay out, and his position has been taken by Muniru. Abdul Prince Muniru is on. 70 minutes played. Greater Accra 1, Western Region 0. So instructions being issued from the bench of Team Western, telling them to carry on, telling them to push on, telling them to move forward. And after 70 minutes played, it looks like it's a very good day for Greater. But 20 minutes is a lot in association football. All the way to goalkeeper Albert Kosa to the near side, and it's going to be an opportunity to build up by Team Western. Affle does very well, lays on the pass. Oh, one-time clearance from Alexander O'Day.
No foul. Return. Out.
Western Region. The difficulties to how they go past the defense of Team Greater Accra. Controlling the ball nicely, Clement Japon, but was hotly pursued by Captain Clement Buampong.
You go.
That's a free kick. Goalkeeper Clement Debra, large and in charge. Shot is blocked. Advantage will stay with Team Western. They have a corner kick. That was the first shot blocked. Corner kick advantage, Team Western. Is swinging, heads go up, the connection is there, but missed. Oh, that was a very good header from the captain, Affle. Kobna could not take advantage. Corner kick came in, swung nicely. Captain went up and got his head to it. "73 minutes gone. Western Region believe that there are a lot more opportunities in the game, so they bring off Clement Japong and take on Richard Otu. Paul Aka has had enough, and so James Arthur will continue with the game. And he goes off. One more fresh limb to bring onto the field of play, and it will be Ebenezer Enim, who is taking over from the captain. The band goes straight onto the arm of the substitute who came on a while ago, Francis Osei Owusu. And Benedict Affle will thank the Lord for how far he's brought him. 75 minutes played. Western come forward. At certain times when it becomes very difficult, you see the likes of Ablakwa joining the midfield to push the men up front. And that's a daring run and a strong run, a solo effort. He lays the pass, but well blocked. That was a good initiative by Rafiu Al Hassan. More opportunities as they come forward. Prince Owusu. Good work done by Godfrey Dinkra. It's a corner kick, and the game has attracted a lot of attention, I can tell you. Everybody is watching keenly the battle between Greater Accra and Western regions. Corner kick floated in, point blank header, but Western will do well to get it out of danger zone. Western return across the face of goal, but this time there's no covenant to run after that. Booted away by Greater Accra, kept in play by Western. Western again putting pressure on Team Greater Accra, but they are letting themselves down with the faulty passes at the end of their moves. Throw in Western. Boateng will have to retake the throw from the exact spot. They will now come forward through Rafiu Al Hassan. Rafiu sets up the pass, finds Joseph Ablakwa. Again looking for that opportunity to utilize the long pass. Free kick advantage to Team Greater. And it is the darling of the team, Jeremiah Abalo, who goes down again. Such a bundle of talent, Jeremiah Abalo. Diminutive in stature, but has a very big heart when he's on the field of play. Long clearance by Jonathan Okain. No problems at all for Team Western. They're just running out of time to get back into the game. Alasan. Long pass forward. Greater will defend, but not for long. Free kick. Also waits for the ball. They'll need to put 2 and 2 together, and I want to believe that the referee has cautioned the player. Clement Inkwa goes into the books of the referee, and this is because just after the referee whistled for a free kick, he kicked the ball away. Shouldn't be the upbringing of a 17-year-old. So here comes the free kick opportunity. Theophilus Boateng behind the ball. Headed away by Team Greater. Picked up by Youngson. Over the line it goes, ball coming off Prince Amwako.
Alex.
Prince Amwako has played quite well today. He's been hovering all over the field. It's a long throw. Opportunity to head out. Referee would give Greater Accra the advantage. And so we hit the 80th minute. We've got 10 minutes to go in this game. Game has been full of action. And the last 10 minutes could go either way. Western are probing to get the equalizing goal. And Team Greater are looking to see whether they can get another goal in this game. One of the worries of the technical bench is the fact that Greater are failing to utilize their chances. And every time they've won, or the last match they won by 1-0 against Eastern Region. According to assistant coach Ajatete, they had worked on the goal scoring opportunities and the creations they make, and so there could be a different story today, but Western have proved very, very difficult. Control nicely, booted away by Osei-Usu. Through the middle, and the shot is fired, but misses the target. Good effort from Enim. It was all smiles when Western Region beat Upper East Region by 2-0. Today has been another story. Throw in. It's headed away. Pushed forward. It's a run for it. Goalkeeper obviously will get there first and balloons it away. Creating the space and going forward, Prince. Once again it comes to him and he traps nicely. Prince Amwako. Prince Amwako does well, gets the cross in, but to no avail. Pushed on. It's been a very uncompromising game, very difficult one. Greater have an opportunity now. Lovely pass, and it's kept in play. Nicely done too. Now here's the opportunity from behind. Shot is blocked. Not 100% powerful, that shot. And then the resultant pass is also a giveaway pass. They have another opportunity to come forward. Player is tripped before he could take off. Gifts it back to goalkeeper Kosa, and now Greater Accra will have to defend. Controlled nicely there. Nazir Al Hassan has been the silent hero of the team. Soaked up almost all the pressure that has come to him. And it has been Jeremiah Balo who has shown that he can go at the defenders at any time. 5 minutes to hit the 90th minute mark. Greater Accra still lead by 1-0. Challenge there. Free kick, 5 minutes to go, and viewers do stay with us because later this afternoon we have another interesting matchup coming to you. It is the battle of the upper regions as Upper East take on Upper West. We'll see a lot more of what these two teams have to offer from the upper part of this country. They are also adorned with a lot of talent.
Out! 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 Out!
Are you therefore surprised that they are in the Azakas colors? Certainly not. 87 minutes gone. Incessant pressure it has been, and eventually it pays off. Free kick, Greater Accra. And will Western Region take their eye off the pedal, or will they take their foot off the pedal, I should say? 3 minutes and it could go anyway. Don't forget, add-on time will let us know how many minutes more we have in the game. But Western Region have fought and have come back well. Albert Kosa under pressure. Free kick. Building nicely. Kosa has no problems dealing with that, and eventually he gets it underway. Also brings it down, but there's no support coming forth. Comedy of errors as the ball is gifted to the opponent, and then the opponent replies. Now Team Western is looking good now from the right, manages to get in. The cross, goalkeeper does very well, but is headed away on the line. Here's Owusu, twisting and turning. He's got support coming to him and takes that option. Boateng through the middle. The connection is a big one, but it goes off target. Good enough for Team Western. Couple of seconds remain, but the board is up. Greater Accra want a lot more effort in this game, so Michael Tete is coming on, and it looks like Mohammed Enim Hussein is going off. That was the connection, but no problems for the defense. 90 minutes of action sorted out. We have additional 4 minutes. It's Team Western all the way now. They're coming forward, they're looking for more opportunities for a goal. Throwing advantage, Greater Accra. Jeremiah gets the ball out for another throw. Owusu, he's found it tough going past the defense of Greater Accra since he came on, and the status quo remains. Goal kick advantage to team Greater Accra is Greater Accra 1, Western Region 1. Here's the goal scorer, Kobina. Wins a corner kick. Nicely done. All coming off Godfrey Dinkra and the substitute players. They're up on their feet. I'm sure they're waiting for the final whistle. They have really been in a battle. So if it ends this way, they share the spoils. Clement makes sure that no other goal is scored on that moment. Game gradually moving on. We need a winner at the end of 90 minutes. And so per the official communique, should the game end in a draw, we will have to go for the penalty shootout to declare a winner. And so both teams, I'm sure at the back of their minds, would want a win at the end of 90 minutes. But should it end in a draw after 90 minutes, then extra time will not be played, but a penalty shootout will be employed. Greater Accra now come forward. They have players in the 18-yard box, but this time around, Rafiu Al-Hassan is very emphatic with the clearance. Good footwork, outwits him nicely as Prince, and then Prince tries to go for Glory. It's a bit too far out. Abalo unlucky on that occasion, but Owusu is ready to back on the face of Team Western in the person of Stephen Kobina. He worked very hard and eventually was blessed with a goal. And that goalkeeper, he's been in superb action. He clashed somewhere along the line. It resulted in a penalty, which also resulted in a goal for Greater Accra, but he recovered nicely, stood his ground, and has performed creditably. Albert Kosa. So as we said earlier on, we need to separate these two sides, and so the penalty shootout is imminent. 90 minutes of action, and it's Greater Accra 1, Western Region 1. So now the players will go through the penalty shootout. But let's recap some of the highlights of the game as these two teams battled. It's been a very uncompromising encounter. Chances being created, opportunities being created, but missing most of them. But when it mattered most, we got a goal for Greater Accra, we got a goal for Team Western. And no wonder a lot of people had their eyes on this particular game. It's lived up to the billing, lived up to the expectation, and we can only separate these two sides via a penalty shootout. So as the technical team takes them through the preparations for that, we recap some of the exciting scenes in the game. Strong header coming through, the turn by Kobina, but that didn't work. Goalkeeper made himself large, blocking that opportunity.
This is match 6 of the KGL Foundation Inter-Regional Under-17 Girls Championship under the Igbo chairmanship of an executive member of the
opportunities came for them to tear away. They did. but just could not find the target. And I'm sure that the regional coaches will have a lot of work to do, trying to sharpen the rough edges of this team. They've all showed their class, and indeed none of the regional teams has disappointed, not yet. They've all been good.
Just like President said,
this is going to be the first match that has to be decided via the penalty shootout. Two teams who lie on the coast, Greater Accra and the Western region. Greater Accra lost their first match on match day 2, beaten 0-1 by Upper East region, but they managed to claw back some pride and they pipped Eastern region by 1-0. Western region were the last side in Group B to have their first feel of the game. Their first match they won by 2-0. This is their second match. It's ended in a draw. So Western and Greater Accra, get ready for the penalty shootout. We're going to be seeing some wonderful penalty kicks, and I'm hoping that we're also going to see some wonderful saves from the goalkeepers on guard duty today. Albert Kosa in goal for Team Western, Clement Usradie Deborah, the shot stopper for Greater Accra. So here we go with the penalty shootout.
But you can move like this.
1-1 after 90 minutes.
Yes. Listen, keep on listening. Don't come and shake like this.
We don't
do like this.
We don't shake the crossbar, the post. We don't
And
make noise, we don't
goalkeepers
clap.
are
Okay.
taking through what they are supposed to do.
Yes. Yeah. But don't clap. Don't clap. Don't clap. Don't touch the crossbar. Don't jump.
So I'm the one catch it.
So goalkeepers, they've been taking through what they need to do and what they should avoid doing, and when the explanations are out of the way, it will be Western region whose goalkeeper Albert Kosa faces the firing squad. Greater Accra's first kick will be effected by Jonathan Mensah Okai.
Hey. Madam.
It's an opportunity for us to see what the players are made of in terms of penalty kicks and penalty saves.
Michael, go area.
And so it's 4 goals apiece. Western will come up with kick number 5. So first match done and dusted. Western region will take the points, and Greater Accra will have to lick their wounds for now. Full time 1-1 from the penalty spot. Team Western win 5-4 on penalties. It's close to the ball. In he goes. Goal. Just 2 steps from the ball. And he also punished. In he comes. Goes for the. Delivered. In he comes. 1, 2, 3. And score. Of the goalkeeper carefully. He comes in. It's Clement Inkwa. Prince goes in. 1, 2, 3. Status shoots. It's all over eventually, and Western Region have done well by. Well, the match is all over. This is the first game that we have experienced the penalty shootout. Greater Accra, Western Region sold a very good game. Coach, what do you make of the performance today?
Yeah, I think it's been very good for me today. I came in to the game with a game plan, and I think it worked for me. My boys were disciplined. One thing I saw was lack of concentration when it got to some stage. So be on my feet gradually to the equalizer. But all the same, I congratulate my boys because we read our opponent and we came with a plan. It worked for us.
Well, it seemed to have worked for you because for the better part of the game, you really had it under control. Penalty kicks are almost like a lottery, and it could go anybody's way. Your captain let you down, but the team collectively have done well. But it's not the end of the road. You still have to come back again.
Yeah. I believe in that. Like I said before, we're going to the blackboard and then work again and come back again. Yeah.
Well, we wish you the very best, Coach. Thank you very much. Well, hard work, they say, pays, and at the end of the result, Team Western have picked up the points. But it wasn't an easy game, was it, Coach?
Yeah, it wasn't an easy game. As you can see, the Greater Accra team were tactically disciplined, and at the same time, technically, they were a good team. So they start from behind, they process a lot. So I think so far it wasn't a good game, but you also managed. You studied their game. Within first 15 minutes, you did a lot of transition, change in the midfield.
Okay.
So it wasn't working. So in the second half, you change something. That is a strategy you want to go in. So you shift from one top to two top. Then you open the wide so that you can slip their fallback, okay. And it works for us because if you watch our goal, the one of our top guy drop them off, and the other one take them 1v1 and take them on. So
I see.
I think it works.
Was that part of the plan?
Yeah, it was part of the plan because you told them before any game. You told them until the whistle is over. Okay. They shouldn't give up. They should fight to the end. Yeah.
Team Western, what should we look forward to? There are more matches ahead.
Yeah, I think this is our second game.
Yeah.
And you got a 2 points now, up to the 3 points, so you have a 5 points. So you take it match after match.
Okay.
Yeah, match after match.
We'll do our very best.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.